What's going on, guys? AsianDVD here, and today I got a Q&A video for you guys because you guys have been asking for it, and I got a couple of questions that I am going to answer. So let's get right into the questions. So question number one from Theo Buckwold, is that how you say your name? What was your reason to start making YouTube videos? Well, the reason is because I had a lot of free time and no idea what to do with it, so just decided to start playing video games and recording it because I always like playing video games in my spare time, and I decided why not share it with some people on YouTube, because I have some tips sometimes I would like to say, or just waste my time posting videos on random stuff, and yeah, that's really how I got into YouTube. I didn't expect to get like 1,000 hits or whatever. I just decided to do it for fun, and yep, I guess that's how I got into YouTube. So hope that answers your question, and let's move on right now. Question number two is from Prissy 43210. How old are you? Okay, so I am 16 years old, about to be 17 come October, and yep. Next question. At what point did you sort of realize that you might be good and somewhat successful, and how did that feel? I have a tiny channel myself, and though I've been posting videos for over a year now, I got recognized like 3 weeks ago. Now I have a group of very loyal followers who always have something nice to say, and it motivates me a big I think I meant to say big time, not a big time. But yeah, I kind of realized that I might have some potential when I got like 3,000 something subs, and I was like, this is a pretty good following on YouTube. So I guess that would be the point. But the real point is when I started getting all these like emails and messages from YouTube, and people commenting on my videos on like Game Dev Tycoon and saying, "Wow, you're kind of awesome." And of course, I get some hate too, because like, "You're a derp. Why don't you put this guy over here?" And whatever. I did that for fun, and that's how basically I got famous off Game Dev Tycoon, because apparently some big YouTubers started playing it, and then people, being impatient, searched it up on YouTube, and because there were a few videos and I had probably the most uploaded at that time, I guess people just came across my channel that way, and they like what they saw, they subscribed, and yep, that's the end of that story. And yeah, it took me a while before I actually got noticed. It was almost a year. It was close to a year. I think it was probably be like 8 or 9 months. It was close to a year, maybe even 10 months. I'm not sure exactly, but it was close to a year. And hope that answers your question. And let's move on. And next question is from Stripe Dash. What music you like, and don't even say pop? I hate it. Well, I mostly listen to rap music, though sometimes pop here and there. And yeah, that's mostly the type of music I listen to, because I'm not really such a big music listener. Or maybe rarely ever I might listen to dubstep, because Lecture, he does some good music, and maybe now and then I might hear some dubstep, but that's rarely ever. It's mostly rap and sometimes pop. And in case you guys want to know what kind of artist I'm listening to, um, it goes from T.I., Outkast, Lil Wayne, like all those rappers. Who else am I forgetting? I don't really listen to Two Chains, but here and there. Wiz Khalifa's one that I listen to quite often, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I've got some more that I can't really remember right now off the top of my head, but there's some decent artists in there, and hope that answers your question. And next question. Next question is from Pablo Nano, which is our favorite YouTuber. Well, I mostly stick to the gaming side of YouTube. I don't really look up like a whole lot of other stuff, but I have subscribed to some comedy channels here and there, like CF Green Comedy, Ray William Johnson, and that kind of stuff. But I think my most favorite YouTuber that really just entertains me the most, probably a Modern War Negro. He's just like so funny. Every time I watch one of his videos, I can't just stop not laughing. He's a pretty good YouTuber, makes reviews on video games and stuff, and yeah, you guys should check him out if you want to. And hope that answers your question. And next question is from Condo 9000. What was your first console, and what was your favorite console? So my first console that I could probably remember was probably the PS2, and that was the first console I think we ever got. I got it when I was like, I don't even remember, probably 7, 8 years old. And I have a brother. He actually was the one who bought the PS2 for his birthday, so my parents got it for him for his birthday. And we just used to play around with like Super Mario Kart and all that stuff. It was some good times. And what was your favorite console? Probably the 360, because that was the first actual console that I actually got online multiplayer with. I actually played like online multiplayer, even though I knew the PS2 kind of had it, but I never actually really got into multiplayer on the PS2. My first multiplayer console was Xbox 360, and I guess that would be my favorite console, just because I get to play online with other people and stuff, and it was pretty fun actually. Had some good times with that, and hope that answers your question. And let's move on. Next question is from Nash TheAznDVD. What is or was your inspiration? I think that he's talking about YouTube, so I'm gonna talk about regarding YouTube and inspiration. Well, there were those big commentators like T Mart and Woody's Gamertag, Only Use Me Blade, and those guys and stuff. And I guess they were kind of my inspiration to kind of start YouTube, but I didn't really expect to get paid or like to get famous like overnight or anything. I just did it mostly for fun, and just for the just for I guess entertainment purposes. So because I realized that people, because I go to school and I go to high school, so it's kind of sucky sometimes after I get home, because it's been a pretty bad day, and I decided if I'm the only one, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one going through this, so I decided to make other people's day like a little bit more like entertaining, give them a laugh or two, you know, just because I know how bad it is. People's days can be pretty bad. So mostly inspiration wise, mostly the bigger YouTube gaming commentators. But yeah, hope that answers your question. And next question is from Messiac Master Neck. If you had 1 million, what would you buy first? Honestly, let me see. It takes me a while to think. I really don't know what I would do. I'd probably buy like, I don't even know. If I could spend it on myself, I'll probably just buy whatever is like the biggest thing that's popular at that time. Maybe some awesome Google glasses or something like that. The most technological advanced thing available at that time. But if I didn't have to spend it on myself, I'd probably donate like most of it to charity, because $1 million can go a long way in research and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I would do with that money. Next question is from Luke Van Delft. What is your real name? So my real name is Devendra, Devendra, and yeah, that's my first name. And next question is from, why did you go name yourself the Asian DVD? Okay, so I was gonna come up with a nickname, like back when I was like 12 or something, you know, just because sometimes my name's kind of hard to pronounce and stuff. So I decided to come up with a nickname. And this was before I moved to the United States. Me and my friends were just chilling, and he just happened to call me DVD. And I was like, and he explained to me, because the first letter of my name is D, and then it's a V in the middle, and then it's like D almost at the end. So he just called me DVD one time. I was like, that's kind of awesome. But DVD just didn't have that ring to it, so I decided to add the Asian, and I guess that's how I got the original name. And I had a YouTube channel that was actually TheAzianDVD, spelled out like fully, and I didn't like what I was doing with that channel because it was some pretty boring stuff, and I just deleted that channel. And Google, as you know, doesn't let you actually get that name once you delete it for some reason. I don't know why. So I just went with TheAzianDVD instead as my new channel, and that's kind of how I stuck with it. But some of my other accounts, they actually still have the old spelling, and that's because I couldn't actually change those accounts names and stuff. But I tried to streamline everything down to TheAznDVD, but there's those some accounts that I couldn't change their name. So if you see those accounts with TheAznDVD fully spelled out, those are those are pretty old accounts that I couldn't actually change the name to. An example would be my Twitch TV page that was actually had the TheAznDVD fully spelled out. I tried to change it, but apparently you have to ask Twitch itself, send a request for Twitch, and you have to have a reasonably good reason why. And I didn't want to go through all that, so I just left it as it is. So hope that answers your question, and let's move on. Next question is from OXO Patrick OXO. I know those were zeros, but I decided to say O. But question: do you prefer Xbox or PS? Not to get all fanboyish or start a fanboy war in the comment section, but I prefer Xbox. Not that the PS is a bad console, just prefer Xbox because most of my friends have it. And next question is from Jordan Coverdale. How did you start YouTube? Well, I kind of answered this question already, but I'll tell you guys again. YouTube, I started just because I realized people's day could be pretty bad, and decided to just entertain people and just share some stuff that I had, just tips and that kind of gameplay and stuff. So I guess that's how basically I started into YouTube. But yeah, I didn't really expect to get paid or be super popular or anything. Just decided to entertain people and share some of my stuff. So hope that answers your question, and let's move on. So next question is from Sultan14. What do you do in real life? How old are you? Are you Western as an American or Eastern as in Asia and European? So what I do in real life, I go to high school, I'm 16, and are you Western American or Eastern Asian European? Well, I am actually from like Malaysia, so technically I would be considered Eastern, but really technically I would be considered Southeastern because that's where actually Malaysia is located, Southeast Asia. And so technically Eastern, but I live in America now, so I don't know how to really answer that question, but technically Eastern. So hope that answers your question, and let's move on. And next question is from Moosepedo, and he's my friend, so his question is, where do you live? What's your phone number? What's your real name? How old are you? How expensive is your computer? How expensive is your TV? How much money do you have? Okay, so where do you live? State of Maryland. What's my phone number? I'm not telling you. What's your real name? Devendra. How old are you? 16. How expensive is your computer? It was about 1,200, I think. And how expensive is your TV? I don't even know. I don't know off my top of my head. How much money do you have? Not a lot. Hope that answers your question, and let's move on. Do you think you will do Xbox gameplay commentary from Killer Shadow 66? Well, if I get a Elgato capture card or some HD PVR or something, I will try to do it, but not at the current moment. So hope that answers your question. And next question. When age did you start gaming? I think he meant to say what age did you start gaming? Probably 7 to 8 when I bought the PS2. I think that was my first console, and that's when I actually got into gaming. So it's a pretty early age. So hope that answers your question, and let's move on. Next question is from Hydro Oxygen. Question: what do you do in real life? Are you a student? What are your goals and dreams? Have you ever been to Portugal? Question number one. What do you do in real life? I'm a student, as I said, go to high school, 16. I'm a sophomore, and are you a student? Yeah, I am. What are your goals and dreams? Well, my current goals is get to college and probably major in either computer engineering or computer science, or maybe just civil engineering. So those are my goals right at the moment, but life can just change really quickly. You never know where you'll end up. Have you ever been in Portugal? No, I haven't. Hope that answers your question, and let's move on. Next question is from Bob Earther. Did you expect to get over 3,000 subscribers? Not when I started, but eventually over time, I can see that there was growth, and I kind of expected to hit 3,000 subscribers at around maybe 1,000 or something. Because when I saw eventually I had a small growth going, good growth rate. That's when I kind of expected 3,000 subscribers to be hit eventually. So hope that answers your question. And I guess that's all your questions. And just go through. Oh, I missed a question. Okay, this question is from UziU2012, and he asks, "What is your computer specs?" I don't know off my top of my head. I'll check and I'll get back to you. Okay, guys. So in terms of specs, I have a Toshiba Satellite P875-S7310. That's the model number of the laptop that I have. And for my processor, I have an Intel Core i7 3630QM. It's clocked at 2.4 gigahertz, and I have 8 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a 64-bit operating system, and I think that's all important stuff. And for graphics, it's an Intel. It's an Intel HD Graphics 4000, so it's a built-in graphics card. It's not really that good, but For total available graphics memory, I have 1,664 megabytes, and dedicated video memory 32 megabytes. So hope that answers your questions, and I know I'm forgetting some important specs, but hope that covers most of it. And yep, it's a built-in. It does a laptop. I don't. It's not that fantastic for gaming, but I guess it does the job. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for all the questions, guys. So thank you for leaving the questions, and I hope you guys learned some stuff about me. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'm out of here. Peace.